Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to another NASCAR Diecast review. I know it's been a while, but hey, we got a cool Chase Elliott diecast here in the studio. This is one of the alternate Napa paint schemes, very reminiscent of his earlier years in Hendrick Motorsports when they used to have a whole bunch of different alternate Napa paint schemes. But this is the Napa Trico? I have no idea. But it's the standard Napa paint scheme, but it does have some differences to it, and we'll be going over that. And it's not just the side logos. You can see a Dayglow splitter, it looks like. So this should be fun. So without further ado, let's go and pop it out of the box. Alrighty, folks, right out of the good old box, and as we mentioned, it does have some differences on this paint scheme. Of course, picked up this one from our friends at B Diecast. There's plenty more of really cool next-gen cars over there, like that Greg Biffle, Interstate Batteries, Martin Truex Jr., who would have thought that ever happened? And oh, by the way, there is some other Chase Elliott ones, including the Blue Death car, you have the CRC brake lean car here, you have his truck, the Southern 500 children's car. So a lot of really cool Chase Elliott stuff over there at B Diecast, assuming it's still in stock, because you know how fast that stuff sells. And of course, if you want to save on shipping, feel free to use that code down below. Use code Diecastbuffet for any orders $30 or more. So looking at this paint scheme here, I actually really enjoy this paint scheme, but personally, I like the 2023 car just a little bit better because the side octagon logo, or whatever it's called, I wasn't a huge fan of that, but I do like the 23 car better. But you got the Elliott name banner there. Got Napa Auto Parts. Go to the front. This is really, really cool. I love the little Dayglow accents on the splitter. Very reminiscent of the raced wins. Like if you look at the Kyle Larson, Fontana raced win. It has a little Dayglow accents. Now, unfortunately, the splitter on these next-gen cars is a lot thicker than the real car, because you can just see, like, with the background, how thick that splitter is. So, naturally, this would be just a thin yellow line, but since the die-cast mold requires a thicker splitter so it doesn't crack and shim, that's what happens. So, that's just kind of a quality thing they have to do, which I understand. Get the number 9 right there. Sunoco, Hendrick Motorsports, go to the left side of the car. And a lot of people probably be thinking, okay, why on earth would I want to buy this car? Because it's the same exact paint scheme, but with a different side logo. See, that's the thing, is that if you're a casual Chase Elliott collector, that's a very valuable point. However, if you're a stop motion creator, or you love Chase Elliott merchandise, this is a great diecast to get, because to me, I love alternate paint schemes. I love it. Like, for years, we would see Eric Almirola, and he would run like 25 different paint schemes every year, but they would make only 2 diecasts. He would have like Mobile One, and then he would have like Gold Bowling, or Waffle House, or whatever the biff it is. He would have so many different alternate paint schemes throughout his career, yet very few of them would get made, especially in his SHR tenure. So my point is, I love seeing small differences on paint schemes getting made, because we just get more diecasts. I really like to see it. I get Napa Auto Parts, get the number 9. I just don't like this random octagon here. Like if the blue was down here and it kind of went back here, I would have been fine with it. I just don't like this target circle looking thing next to the 9. I don't know. They cleaned it up with this year's paint scheme, the 2023 edition. So I do think it's an improvement, which it's kind of hard to say because most of these paint schemes, it seems to get worse. So that was a good improvement. Also, you can see the jack post marking, which another very nice detail we usually only get on the raced version diecast. So I'm glad they added some extra differences to it, because I feel like that's going to help kind of win over some of the casual collectors, give them a little bit more bang for their buck. And I do think the wheels are a different color on this compared to your primary initial first release, because it has more of that kind of a chrome look. These are more like a dark metallic graphite, if you will. So you got Chase Elliott there. You got also, the race win stickers, I think, are different because these ran at different times of the season. You got Kelley Blue Book, Valvoline, Exalta, Cincinnati Industries, Freightliner, Hooters, Mac Tools, Simeon's, and whatever that is. Trico, UniFirst, A-Shock Energy, Hooters, Illumar. Go to the back end of the car. You got that pop rivet spoiler design. You got Trico, or Trico, whatever it is. The future of wipers since 1917. Oh, boy. I got Camaro right there with ZL1. The stripe, unfortunately, doesn't match up too well. That's actually a really difficult thing to do, is to get the stripe to match up. So I'm not gonna harp on it too much, but I will harp on this. This is something that yeah. You can see the whole right side of this car is just really wonky jaw. This portion's pushed down, this portion's pushed up, and then this portion's pushed down. Now, again, these side pods are extremely difficult to wrap, but here's the thing, guys. The car's painted blue. So all of this blue up here is all paint. So when they wrapped the car, it was just, you know, the lettering and the white and the orange. So my point is that they should have had a much easier time doing this than it looks. Yeah, especially with this being just lettering. Yeah, they should have done a better job with that. I got to be honest with you. So that's, you know, it is what it is. You go to the roof, you got the number 9. It is inverted like on the 2023 car. Because I think on the 2023 car, it's yellow number on the roof with a white background. So it's a cool little difference, right? I like how all the Napa paint schemes are kind of similar, but they're different. So, you know, when you look back 10, 15 years from now and you have all the Napa paint schemes, it's going to be kind of cool to look back and, you know, see the subtle differences. Napa know-how right there. Elliott, the banner is a little bit off-centered. Not to nitpick, but that's just what it is. Get auto parts on the deck lid. So, honestly, guys, what type of collector is going to collect this? Obviously, the Chase Elliott diehards, which that's my favorite driver, so that kind of makes sense, right? But if you got a stop motion, guys, and, you know, if you just want to add a little bit of flavor to your stop motion, pick up a couple of these. It gives you some great alternate paint schemes to use. I love to see subtle differences in stop motions. You know, I would treat these paint schemes the same way I would treat something like this. When's the last time you seen a Martin Truex Jr. Interstate Batteries car? Yeah, never made in the 1/64 scale. So, I would just treat it like just a good alternate paint scheme, especially since, in my opinion, the Lumar car, the Kelly Blue Book car are absolutely awful, in my opinion. I mean, they're bad. I like the Universe car. I love the A-Shock Energy car. And the Hooters car, I got to be honest with you, I feel like it's a little bit weak. That's just my honest opinion. So, if you're in the market for some Elliott diecast, I would recommend picking up these. These are really cool, and I have a feeling they didn't make many of these, so years and years from now, they could dry up. You never know, right? You never know. If they make 10,000 of these things, they could be floating around in clearance bins for the next 5 years, but we have seen paint schemes that you never expect to get rare just dry up like the desert, so we'll see how that one shakes out. But that's all for now, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll show a couple more Chase Elliott paint schemes here for all the Elliott fans. You're probably an Elliott fan if you're, you know, watching this. This is his Bristol Dirt Truck, another really recommended paint scheme. You have the Napa logo on the bed. You could probably modify this really easily and make it maybe Alex Bowman or something. But what a really cool looking piece. And having 2 more Chase Elliott cars we're going to show. This is his Southern 500 paint scheme, a very popular paint scheme. It has like the, you know, the kind of the children's look to it. Really cool. I love the colors, the teal and or is that teal? I'm not sure. We have the pink and a very, very light green blue. Really cool paint scheme. I'm digging it. Great cause for that. And then we have the third, and this is a very different one because it has the playoff logos. The Blue Death car for Chase Elliott in the playoffs. So a whole lot of Napa cars got made this year. To put this in perspective, you have 3 alternate Napa primary cars. Okay, you have 3 of these. You have 5 raced wins. Wait, no, 4 raced wins because they didn't make the Pocono win officially. So that's 7 variants right there, plus the Napa primary. So yeah, we have 8 8 versions of the 2022 Napa car. Yeah, that's going to be really interesting long term, which one of these dry up. Your guess is good as mine, but that's all for now. Have a blessed day, everybody. Diecastbuffet, signing off.